Well, good Sunday morning, everybody. It's been a couple weeks since we have had coffee, so I hope everybody's had a couple good weeks behind them there and had a great holiday Easter weekend with everybody. As you remember, I didn't do coffee that one weekend because my sister was going to come down for a nice weekend visit. Well, yep, that all fell apart at the very last minute. Later the night before she's supposed to come down, and we just have to reschedule it and stuff. And then I didn't do coffee because I thought, you know what? Because I had all my housework, everything done, because, you know, when somebody's coming over, you get it all done, get motivated to get it done then. Do it usually otherwise. So anyway, since she wasn't coming, I thought I'm going to get a bunch of stuff done and prepped and try my clothes on for Viva Las Vegas and do all that type of stuff and just get rolling with all of that, because remember, my big weight loss, woohoo! Yeah, I've lost 5 pounds total. Yep, that wasn't enough to to make me feel really comfortable in my Viva clothes. So then I thought, okay, Mary, you didn't get her done. You let yourself down. And so what are you going to do? What are you going to wear? Because I'm not going to buy some new stuff. I had asked Jennifer over at Atomic Starlet to make me a custom camper girl skirt. It's got little vintage campers all over. It's really cute. I got pictures on my Facebook page if you want to go see them. And I can fit into that, and that's fine. The waist is a little bit snug, but it's okay. I can wear it. It's doable. So I got check that off. And I had ordered a custom skirt for me and my cousin for the day we go to Frankie's Tiki Room, because I wanted to be tiki-ish. We do have some vintage Polynesian or Hawaiian dresses that we did wear to the big pool party on Sunday last year. I wanted to mix it up. I wanted to do something different. So as a little gift to her, I got her a skirt and me a skirt. Also, you know what I'm going to do? And you know, I don't edit anything, so I'm just going to reach for it. And hopefully not knock everything over in the midst of it. And I'll probably do a little, like, this is my stuff I've been getting, but I just wanted to show you the print. So my cousin Christy, I don't know, I always think she kind of wears more muted colors, not muted, but more neutrals and stuff, a little pops of color and stuff, so I didn't want to get, because I wanted to be a surprise, so I didn't want to get her a skirt that was like too blah, big and wild and stuff. So I found this print that has little pops of color, because that's what I always kind of see my cousin doing. She does wear bright stuff sometimes. She goes, when I gave it to her, she goes, or I showed her the skirt, she goes, I do wear bright colors. I'm like, yeah, I guess you do sometimes, but this is what I picked up. I hope you like it, because this is what you're getting. So this is the skirt that I got for her. Very pretty print. And she's seen pictures of it. I've sent her pictures of it. But it didn't come in time for me to give it to her at Easter time. So that's her print. And me, I kind of like big, bold, bright, and I kind of went back to my 80s flashback gal colors. So this is mine. I didn't want to get 2 matching skirts, but I want them to each have the Polynesian tiki vibe. So I got her that one, a little more muted. I got me the big wild one because I didn't want to be matchy either, but they're both cute. She likes it. She said she loves it and stuff, but she goes, so I'm like, I'll keep that in mind. If you don't, I just thought I didn't want to get her something like that was like she would think was gaudy, I guess, but she said I would have wore it. I'm like, well, I'll remember that for next time I get you something gaudy or wild or whatever. So those are skirts for the Frankie's Tiki Room, and those fit also, but they are snug in my middle, man. They are snug, and I can get it on, I can zip it up, but you know, where you're supposed to wear it anyways, I have to hike it up just a little bit higher than it's supposed to be, because it would be a little bit too snug. I don't want to blow my zipper or something. So the week before, which is now, it's kind of the week before now, I'll kind of watch it and just maybe a couple more pounds and get away from the sodiums and the salts and all that type of stuff. A little bit. Oh my god, I'm so disappointed in myself. Whatever, it's life. So got those skirts, and then I have, yeah, and I ordered one more. And it's got an Atomic Starburst print. Oh my god, I love it. I love it, I love it. She said it would be here in time. And if those skirts fit the way these 2 skirts, oh Lord, you know what? I was going to mention the name of the lady who made those skirts. I gotta find here. I know I have it somewhere. She's called Kitschy Kitties. She's the one who made those 2 skirts. She sent me this little teeny button. And like I said, I'm going to do a little, I decided to do like, I thought it was a bright new idea and stuff that I was going to do this. Wouldn't that be really cool to do a like Etsy shop spotlight? Nobody's doing those, right? Yeah, they're all over YouTube. You you get an idea in your head, nobody's going to be doing this. I'm so late on the YouTube game and the YouTube channel. All these bright ideas that everybody else has had, and they're doing it already, so I don't know. But I want to show you the stuff I got at Etsy, because there's so many cute shops out there that custom make stuff, or, you know, or they go to flea markets and you'll see some of their stuff on Etsy, and they also have their stuff set up on eBay, and you'll see they'll advertise that they're going to be at some local market of some sort, or like in a vintage fair or whatever. So it's really neat to like put the word out. You know, maybe somebody will want to get something, and they're usually very reasonable. My custom skirt from Jennifer Atomic Starlet was a little bit more because it was special ordered material and she custom made it and did certain specifications, and so of course you're gonna pay for the custom work. These skirts were made to order, so you only had X amount of materials and she had a wide range. I think she had like 15 different materials, so it could be anything from that to Western to vintagey or whatever. Oh, and she changes the materials up to seasonally or whatever. And I think these skirts were like between 40 and 50 a piece, so they're a little bit, well, they're a little hunk less than my custom skirt, but you're gonna pay more for it. And Jennifer did such a beautiful job on my custom skirt, and it's exactly what I want, and it fits me exactly, and it's the exact length I want. And this lady does a really nice job too, and if you want it a little bit longer, or if you want whatever your waist measurement is, so she does a super great job too. So anyway, but you have to pick from her materials. Shh, I know, I'm rambling again. So anyway, the weekend didn't happen with my sister, so I thought I gotta get rolling, and since I didn't lose the 10 or 15 pounds that I wanted, I only lost 5, and I'm not gonna lose 5 in a week. I know me. Dang holiday, ham. Ham and going out, and pierogies. Oh, well, we made pierogies too. I made a little video of that, which is kind of a noodle dough on the outside, and mashed potatoes and cheese and butter and all deliciousness. So what did we do? Cocktails, we made pierogies and ate pierogies. We had a big ham dinner with desserts. Well, that was a done. That was a gone. So it seems like if I go out and do stuff, then I'll gain 2, 3, 4 pounds on the week, and then I gotta work all week to get it back off. And then this weekend I've been kind of watching it. Just get a little bit, just so I don't feel bloated. Maybe then it won't be so bad. So anyway, that's my weight loss story. It's like stagnant. 5 pounds from when I started 8 million months ago, and that's all I took off. It is what it is. You gotta keep trying, because I did a couple of years ago. I lost a big hunk of weight, and I was so proud, and then just over a 2-year period of time, I gained it back. Kind of depressing, but you guys know how it is. So anyway, last weekend, that's what I did. I dedicated myself to, and I did like some organizing. I've got like probably 4 totes left of stuff that was my mom and dad and my grandma's that I've had. My parents passed away. Let me think. My dad passed away in 2008, my mom in 2010, and my grandma like years and years before that. So I've got 4 last totes of papers, cards, documents that I don't even need. Birth certificates from my grandfather, his baptismal certificate from Austria, but the baptismal certificate is from Poland, which is interesting because way back in the way, it was wartime and whatever, and the borders were changing and stuff, so it might be this country one day and another country the next day. So anyway, I kind of worked on that last week, and so I was very productive and got that stuff done. And then it was Easter, of course, and then now we're on this weekend, and I'm finishing up. I'm doing the final, and you know, you put an outfit together in your head, and then I got all the elements to that outfit, and then you put it on, and you don't like how it looks. And if you're spending a little bit extra money and buying something custom, don't cheap out on yourself and get something that isn't going to look nice with that beautiful $50 to $100 skirt that you bought, and cheap out and like, well, I'll just wear this shirt or whatever I got. No, get something that looks nice. I had ordered one shirt. I am a big eBay shopper because you can get stuff cheap and exactly your size. And the shirt is cute as a bug. It's a sleeveless collared shirt, and it's a bright fuchsia pink, and I thought it would be so nice, and I got it, and it fits. But it is a material that it's a synthetic material of some sort, but it's a thick synthetic that I know because we'll be walking miles and miles and miles that day that we got our tiki outfits on, and I will be schmelzing from heat because there's no like breathe, even though it's sleeveless. Oh, I know how I'll get hot and uncomfortable, and I don't want to be. So I decided to switch it up and wear that cute little hibiscus bright tiki skirt with a little lightweight cotton bolero, which is very breathable, because I don't like to wear, I'm a larger lady, and I don't like to have my arms bare. I will sometimes, but it's like, you should be able to do whatever you want. Yes, you should. But you should feel comfortable too, and I just don't like to have, and even back in the days when I was smaller, and I've never really been skinny my whole life. I had a few years back there during college and marriage, pre-marriage, and going through your wedding. I think those are everybody's skinniest years of their lives. I didn't even like having my arms bare at that point. I've never been one who feels comfortable that way. So I like to have a little, like, if I have a sleeveless something, I'll throw a little bolero on. Not that I want. If I get warm, I will take it off. I'm not like, oh, I don't want it. Who cares? But it's how you feel comfortable and how you feel pretty, you know. So, a little bolero, and then I'm going to wear a little cotton t-shirt under it, I think. Or I got a little tie. I got a couple different options that I think they're going to look the best, and that I want to feel comfortable that day when we're walking around. And then my camper skirt, that outfit's all put together, and like I said, I took a picture of that. And then my atomic print skirt, when that comes in, I'll have to put something. So I got 1 weekend left. I got 1 weekend left, girl. So I got mostly my preliminary packing done. And I was going to do like a Viva packing party and go through all my stuff. But I thought, you know, people got those on there. Maybe I'll do it. But I can't. Last time I did one a year ago, it was so unbelievably long, and I ramble on about everything as it is. And it was, I can't even, maybe it was a half hour, really, and it should have been just like 10 minutes, and I can't edit things. I can't edit myself, I guess. So I might, and I thought I might not. I might just let you see what I've packed on my videos that I shoot out there, and this is what it was. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. So anyway, I'm finishing everything up, trying my stuff on, putting things on that I feel comfortable in and that I want to wear and that I feel good in. Because that's something about an I've had outfits that I've absolutely loved how they fit and stuff. And then I've seen a picture back of myself. I don't know if you've ever done this, ladies. And I have gotten rid of the outfit. I can remember back in the 80s, I had this beautiful red suit, and it had like a peplum bottom, and it had black velvet. I can't remember, but it was a two-piece suit. And I thought it looked so nice. And then I saw a picture and I thought, oh Lord, why didn't one of my girlfriends say, nobody ever wants to say anything. And I will. My cousin Christy will, and I will say something to her. What do you think of this? And I'll give my honest opinion. So she, which is nice, but there's not too many people in your life that will be honest when you say something. But I'll tell you what, if there's something that somebody else doesn't like on you, or you're like kind of hesitant and they kind of give your opinion, but you really love it, wear it anyway. Who cares? It's you. And if somebody looks at you and go, oh, look at that lady or girl or whatever, and she looks awful on it, who cares? As long as you feel good in it. And I think that's the basis, is if you're teetering and you like an outfit, but you're kind of like, I'm not really thinking it looks good on me, your instincts are usually pretty right. And if you got that good friend or relative that will say, yep, you're right, it really doesn't look good on you, that's great. But if it's something that you wear and you feel great in it, no matter what it looks like, and you feel wonderful in it, wear it. I tell you, it took me many years to be at this point in my life that I wear what I want to wear. When I started doing all of the vintage clothes and stuff, and back when we had gotten the vintage camper, it was before I got into all of this type of stuff. And it was just me solo with our vintage camper, and we'd wear our outfits, and thought it was, nobody else did it. I thought it was my own little niche until I found all this stuff on YouTube, and it's like, hey, there's a whole community of people who do this and who like the vintage stuff and dress vintage and make it part of their lives, which was wonderful. But I was kind of like by myself for a couple of years. And I got the looks, and people would say, are you wearing that? Or my kids would go, Mom, are you really gonna? I'm like, yeah, I really like it, and I feel good in it. And oh, you know, so I kind of did filter myself, or not filter myself, what I kind of didn't do what I wanted to for a few years there, because my kids were kind of like, you know, they're boys, whatever, Mom, that looks weird or whatever. And my husband, he was always supportive, and he didn't. Look, you feel fine, you always look beautiful, honey, and that's great. But I was like, okay, I don't want to bear it. Forget that. My kids are old enough that, you know what, they show up in something or wear something, then you're gonna wear it, that's fine. I don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to me. That's my That's my attitude, but it took me a long time to get to the point where I don't care what people think or what they say. And speaking of that, I watch a YouTuber, and she has a channel called a Vintage Kitten. Yolanda has that. And she had done this little thing. Oh, and that's another thing I was kind of excited about. I watch these YouTubers, and I kind of don't get the whole community yet. I'm trying to understand it, and like I said, I haven't been around for very long, 1 year. And they do what are called tag videos, and I thought those are kind of neat. They'll have like a fall tag or a Christmas tag or a it's a spring tag because it's springtime now. And what it is I don't know who starts it, or somebody just decides to start it, that you like there's a spring tag, and I was so excited because it's my very first official tag that Yolanda, I watched hers, and then in there she says, and I want Vintage Camper Gal to do the springtime tag. And I'm like, what? Me? I was pretty excited. I know I'm dorky, but I was pretty excited because I thought kind of made me feel part of the community, all the YouTubers and stuff, and it would be fun because I always watch them. I always like watching them because not only are they fun and they're seasonal, or might not even be seasonal, they might be about a certain subject or whatever, or about themselves, but it gets you to get to know the YouTuber, the YouTube channel person a little more, which is kind of fun, or you might find out something that you didn't know about them. So I get to do the springtime tag, and I thought, oh, I want to do it when my hair's, when is that going to be? Because, me, Saturdays, it's my running, cleaning, whatever day, and I usually do my vintage sets always on a Sunday. So that's kind of why a long time ago switched to my morning coffees to Sunday, because that's kind of what rolls with my schedule. I work full time. So I thought I want to do that springtime, but I thought, oh, I want to be having a spring outfit on. I have my, I ain't gonna have time to do it. Because Sunday's kind of my talk to you guys day, and when I do little videos of whoever knows what I'm doing. It's always on Sunday because it just works best, because all my home work is done, all my shopping is done, all my prep is done. So what I did yesterday was I made my Sunday dinner yesterday for today so I could do my springtime tag. But it's gonna be just like this, like probably, I bet you 80% of my videos when I'm doing reviews or talks about something are always with, I got my hair curlers in, because that's just the way my life is, and that's how it works, is on Sundays my hair setting day. So that's why most of my videos are in my curlers. I got lots of pretty scarves though, but it is what it is. I mean, it's like, does that girl ever go anywhere without her curlers? Does she have her curlers in all the time? Yeah, I do, but it just doesn't coincide with what I'm doing. I did a little shopping video last week or 2 weeks ago, and I had real hair. It was not really real good hair, but it was real hair, and I was out and about. So I get to do that. So as in thank Yolanda, and I guess then you're supposed to kind of like tag somebody else. I don't know who that's going to be, because I don't know very many people in YouTube Lab, but I'll find somebody and I'll tag them, and if they watch that video and they see that they were tagged, then they do the little springtime video, which I think is really neat, because it kind of joins all the YouTubers and community together, and you get to know people and get to know more things. So I really like that. So see, this is what happens if I don't have coffee for a couple weeks with you. And I never prepare for these. I kind of sometimes think, oh, I want to remember to tell all you guys something. But then I start getting off on tangents, so Lord knows what. So anyway, this is one thing that is preparing me for Viva Las Vegas. I love these little notebooks. I am a list maker. I will make a list of things I need to do. I will make shopping lists. I make packing lists. I make lists of things for the summer. I mean, I like to sit down. It's kind of relaxing for me when I'm in bed in the evening. I like having these little 99-cent tablets and make my list. So I will have this tablet for Viva Las Vegas, and what I do is I write every day out, Wednesday through till we come home on Monday, and then I will do, like, in the morning we're gonna get up, and then I'll make sure I have a couple puppies in here with me. Oh, that was the biggest sigh ever. And I'll make everything from the morning I get up, make sure I have a couple house dresses, because when we get up in the morning, you're not going to get dressed right off the bat. We usually have our 3 to 7 cups of coffee and our little granola bars in the room, and kind of just relax. And my cousin Christy, who's an avid worker-outer, she tries to get me to do it. Yeah, I get on my treadmill though. I've been getting on my treadmill, that's been enough, but I've been doing it. Anyway, she'll get up and she might go downstairs and do a little workout. A couple days that we're there, or she might go downstairs and gamble a little bit or whatever, but I don't, gamble very much, and I don't work out very much either. So I I will put everything from house dresses to my pajamas to my complete outfit from head to toe. What I'm going to wear in my hair, what makeup do I want to wear with that, which usually consists of different eyeshadows. Oh, and I got to tell you something too. I'm thinking of makeup, from accessories to jewelry to belts to shoes to everything. I'll put in this little book, and I will take this. Cause I tell you what, I did that last year. I whipped that book out because then you kind of got to think things that you're doing or things that you're going to do, and it's just easy to whip that out. And you don't like, where is it? What was I gonna wear? I love it. It takes the stress off when we did that last year. But we are really doing our wardrobe down. Oh, what's she looking out the window for? I'll tell you what I'm looking out the window for. County Road Double K, which is here by my house. There are 2 horses coming down there. I love where I live. That's why I'm in here when I shoot, because I got a window that overlooks the whole the field and everything, so you can see what's going on. I don't think that's why I rubberneck sometimes when I'm talking to you, because I see there's something going on. At least my puppy's down and doesn't look out the window. She'd be starting to bark. She sees those horses. And I'll tell you, where we live, we have had everything from woke up in the night to a herd of horses, a herd to me, which is 5 or 6 horses in our yard. We have had a herd of cows in our yard. We have had a family of raccoons in our yard. We have had coyotes in our yard. And we are out in the country. We don't have any bear right where we are. There are bear, like maybe 15 miles as a crow's fly, in kind of the river area, river or creek area. There's bears that are seen over there about 15 miles. But those are the critters that we get in here. Coyotes, those just scare the bejeebers out of you. The first time I didn't know we had them here. I thought there's a whole bunch of because my boys were in high school. I thought there's a whole bunch of Zach's friends out in the backyard, because it sounded like a bunch of kids like messing around and whatever and around. And I go out there and I looked and turned the light out and I'm like, hey, get out of here, whatever. I wanted to yell at them. It was coyotes. And then we've had them also down here because we are on the top of a hill. I have a field over there. I have field over there. I have field over here. And then the hill goes down to like a little old, it used to be a town, and there's just a bunch of houses down there. And I would say there's probably a little community of 15 houses, and it used to be a little town. It used to have a grocery store and a little feed mill and stuff. There's nothing there now. Just the houses are left. So that's down at the bottom of the hill, and there, right here we have another field, but there's a ravine, and there in our very backyard it's all woods. So we get all kinds of animals all over the place, and we had 2 male roosters in our backyard, and I got a couple of pictures I put on my, did I put it on my Facebook page? Yes, put it on my Facebook page, and they're like fighting or talking to each other. I don't know what they were doing, but they weren't happy with each other, and had a couple photos. When I took the picture, and it turned out nice, but I thought, oh, I wish I had a 20x zoom lens camera. That's what I'm going to shoot for my birthday, is get a new camera, because as you know, this one is giving me issues. And I just would like to have that 20x zoom, because I do like to take a lot of nature, wildlife, bird pictures and stuff when I'm out walking, or even in my own backyard, because there's wildlife all over the place there. So that's what I'm going to get, because this is only 10x and it's just not quite powerful enough for what I want to do. So that will be my next little, and I think it's made by Sony too. So that's on my list of things to do. So anywho, oh, and talking about packing and makeup and stuff, this is my second makeup that I put on today, and I don't got a lot on, but I always like to, put my moisturizer on, and I like to put a little bit of foundation and powder, a little stuff on, just so I don't look so like she doesn't look like she's ill or something. So anyway, I have had this foundation, and I got it from Holt looking a really good deal, and I love the brand The Balm, and that is a cruelty-free brand, but it's a little more expensive unless you get it on Holt Look on special, then it's very cheap. So I've had this, it's called the Time Balm, and it's their foundation. Remember back in the day, I liked my cream foundation. Well, and this is a cream foundation. It looks kind of smucky. Sorry about that. And I thought, I'll like that because I love a cream foundation. Oh, I have tried this, as you can see, many times, and I've tried different techniques, and mixing it with this and warming it up, and you can see it kind of oxidizes too. don't think I've ever had it on my face long enough to know if it oxidizes on me. Feels like you're wearing wax to me. It feels like I have a heavy coat, and I have tried it so many times. And I thought, I'm gonna try it again today because I can tolerate it for 3 or 4 hours while I'm having coffee with you guys and maybe doing my springtime video and whatever. I couldn't take it. I put it on and it just felt like I had wiped paraffin all over my face. Oh, it was miserable. I ended up washing it off, and I've used this, like maybe I'll use it to make, cover up little spots on my legs when I'm, don't wear nylons or stuff in the summer, and I don't even like it for that. It's just all waxy, thick, and I don't even know if it does. Watch, it probably has wax in it, I don't even know. I have a bunch of stuff that I don't know. It's got talc in it, which isn't really good. Could be kind of abrasive on your face. But it does. Here we go. It has beeswax in it. And that's what it feels like. And that's kind of a, quarter down on the thing. But I have tried, oh, and I thought I love the balm. I love their eyeshadows, and they're such fun packaging. Oh, I got something hidden in my drawer here from the balm. This is my little goodie drawer of good deals and stuff, but they have such cute packaging on their stuff. Isn't that adorable? So it's all vintagey and stuff, and I really wanted to like their foundation because I like everything else in me. So I went back to my e.l.f. and another thing I did was go through all my foundations that I had tried for a week or so, and I cleaned them all up because, you don't contaminate them because you're squirting foundation out. I'm going to take it to work for the girls and see if any of them would like all these, because I don't want to throw them out because some of them are expensive ones. Some of them are drugstore. I had gotten some from Whole Look that are from Becca Cosmetics, which is supposed to be like very high-end. I was so excited. I got the foundation for like $10. So I ordered a couple of them because I thought, oh, from everything review-wise on YouTube I saw before I ordered it, it's going to work. It's going to be lovely. I'm going to love it. Nope, it did not work for me. I was so disappointed. I thought, I think the regular price on the foundation was like $35. So I thought, well, if it's that expensive, it must be good. No, not for me. For other people it was, but not for me. I'm going to drink some coffee. Sorry about that. It's pretty loud. So, what was I talking about? I was talking about my foundation. So I was very disappointed. So I'm going to give it to some of the girls at work because it's all very good foundation. Some of it I only used just a little bit. That one I would never give to anybody because it's contaminated from my smucky fingers in there. But all the other ones were pump outs. So they'll work for somebody, and I don't like to waste anything. So that's going to go. And, oh, what else? If I get organized enough today, hope so. Maybe if I just quit yakking right now, I'd get her done. But I'm going to do the springtime tag. I'm going to have to go on it and print out what the list of questions is, and then I'm going to do a little video with my scarf in my hair. And then also today, it's April. It's April, spring. It's the month of spring. So I'm going to do my springtime giveaway. And I'm just going to make a quick little short video. Can I do that? Can I ever make it short? And what's going to be in it is a whole bunch of like springy type stuff. So keep your eye open. Hopefully get that on today if I get rolling. So everybody have a good week. I will have coffee with you next weekend because I'm ready to roll. I got all my house stuff done. I've got most of my packing done. And I might do a little like spread out picture thingy, whatever, of the outfits I'm going to taking, but not a video per se, to show you what I am taking to Viva. And I might just a little montage and put it on my Facebook page. I do like little things that I'll put on my Facebook page or Instagram them. Usually Facebook, because Instagram you got to do the photo and it's complicated and you can't take photos off your computer to put on Instagram unless you have a special app, and my computer was gonna, what's the app called? I can't remember, but it didn't like it. It said something that it came up as like, don't do this because it might screw your computer up, so we didn't download it. So I may do some pictures, but not a packing video per se because it will take me forever to do it. So I'll just do that. So everybody take care. I will have breakfast with you guys, breakfast coffee with you next week, and that will be my last time for coffee before I go to Viva Las Vegas, and then I won't have coffee with you for a couple weeks because I'll be in Vegas. So everybody take care and watch for my springtime giveaway video because I'm going to do that today and post that, and because I would like to do it is get it up, get it posted, draw the winners out of a hat like I usually do, so fancy, and get it mailed out and sent out to everybody.